Hi, it's me. Welcome to the stream. I've updated OBS now, and I hate it because they flipped where how the audio mixer works. So like the slider to adjust my levels is above where I can visually see the levels themselves now, and as well I cannot find specific levels on the audio mixer. It only shows me every 6 decibels. That's what they're called. But I use every 3 decibels because I put the starting soon and ending soon music at about negative 15 decibels. But you know, because because I can only see every 6, 15's on multiple 6. So that means I gotta eyeball it. I'm not always good at that. So if the music ever sounds like a little bit louder, a little bit softer than the usual, than at the end of the stream, that's why. Because I know that nobody's usually here at the start. Anyhow. Other than that, like, the majority of the update was just for the audio mixer, and I hate it now. I always hate changing things. But, I'm still feeling like my sinuses are dying forever. But that's probably also because I don't blow my nose enough to clear them out fully. And I haven't been taking cold medicine since last weekend. Anywho, we're doing Layton today. It's a bit cold outside for some reason, so that's fun. 1 second. Howdy, sorry, I'm blowing my nose at the moment to try to clear things out. Yeah, no, I'm not. OBS updated and I don't like it. Not a fan. It doesn't look good to me. But all they did was change the audio mixer to like make it a little bit more streamlined, and I already hate it because I cannot see like the names of my sources. Some of my sources are very long, have very long names. They changed where the sliders are in relation to the actual scene levels. It's just I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Rather it not do that. But God hates me, so this is where we're at right now. Anywho, it's been quite a while since we've last played Layton, but thankfully, whenever I restart the game, it gives me a little recap of where we are and where we're going. Today we only have just regular water, no fancy water. I decided not to get any flavored water today, because I've drank pretty much the entirety of my water, and I gotta make sure I mark down what I need on my shopping list this weekend, of course. Anywho, when we last left off, Flora, Chelmy, and Barton tail Layton and Luke all the way to the future. With Flora in tow, Luke and Layton return to the streets of future London to search for future Luke. So we went back to the past, and we got some info, got some information, but now we're back in the future side of things, and people followed us back to the future, with Marty McFly, so now we have to, we have Flora tagging along with us, and we're just gonna try our best to do what we can and, just overall, try to figure out where to go next from here, how to save the future from future Layton. Who's that in the photo? Did we talk to her? She's sleeping. Let's just let her sleep. Okay. We have to talk to Becky back here then. I'm sorry, but only registered guests are permitted to enter that area. My name's Flora. I'm a guest of the Professor's and Luke's. Well, sort of. Actually, what really happened is I followed them here because they ran off without me. They were always doing that, to be honest, and it really hurts my feelings, and... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take up your time chattering so much. That's it. That's the quote. That's the quote that I've used at least once for one of the stream titles. Because everybody loves the angry video game nerd. Flo, what on earth are you going on about? Give me a moment to get back into the voices as well. Also because I'm still stuffed up, more so than usual, so they're gonna be a little bit not as good. Don't mind her, Becky. Flora can be a bit awkward around new people. Oh, I would never pry into a guest's personal affairs. That's against hotel policy. I'll be off now. Have yourself a pleasant day. I hope Becky doesn't look down on us for running out on Flora. Do I just need to go upstairs, or? I guess we're just going upstairs. To reconvene. Oh my god, my nose. It didn't feel like it was bothering me as much yesterday, so I don't know what's going on today specifically. I am a highly professional streamer. Anywho, what a charming room! I'm glad you like it, Flora. We'll be sure to get you one of your very own later. Oh, no need for that. I'm happy to stay in this one with you two. We'll just put up a screen. Luke, you're the smallest, so you can sleep in that chair there. And then I can take one of the beds, and the professor can take the other bed. That's ridiculous! I'm way too big to fold myself into a chair. We can discuss this issue more later. For now, let's try to bring you up to speed, Flora. Alright, so what's the skinny? What's the crack? As they say in Ireland, apparently. Right now, we are in a town that looks very much like London, but is fundamentally different. Make no mistake, the city is a far more dangerous place than our London. How so? What he's trying to say is that we've traveled through time! This London is 10 years in the future! What? We're currently working with a young man who identifies himself as Luke. He identifies himself as Luke and uses he/him pronouns. Keep on it. According to him, it is... dang it, I run out of tissues. My other tissue box is downstairs. According to him, in the 10 years between this time and ours, I became a rather unsavory individual. And here in the future, I rule over the city with an iron fist. This young man is working with us to try and stop my evil future self. Wow, that's an awfully complicated story. It sure is, Flora, and that's only the half of it. Did you follow all of it? Yes, I think so. Can you imagine the professor as a crime boss? This is something I just got to see. Oh, I just thought of something. What's up? If both you and the professor have counterparts here, I should too, right? Sure, I don't see why not. But you haven't seen future Flora here? Nope, not yet anyway. But didn't it strike you as strange that you hadn't seen me? We've had a lot going on since we came here, and we really haven't had much time. I guess I just thought the two of you would have been more concerned about my well-being in the future. There, dear, don't get upset now. What do you say we brighten up those spirits with a trip to one of the best restaurants in the city? Oh, that sounds wonderful, let's go! You know what, in the actual future, like in the future games where they stay in the future, with Layton's kids and stuff, Luke does come back, but they don't show Flora, and I don't think they really mention Flora, like, at all. So, like, there's a lot of fan art and stuff that, like, people, put Flora with, like, Layton's kids and stuff, since she's, like, sort of, because Layton sort of kind of adopted her, technically. But, like, in actual canon, there's not a whole lot, that we know about what happens to Flora in the future and later games, that happen, that stay in the future and that happen in the future, like that, with, Layton's actual kids. So that's something. Woo! Nice save, Professor! So you could say that, like, level 5 themselves have forgotten about Flora, which is so kind of them. Women don't matter. Bear in mind that there's a woman protagonist in the latest entry that has come out. Not the one that's coming out eventually, but the latest game that has come out. So that's fun. Let's go to the restaurant. Oh, hello? Ding Dong Mona. I don't remember what I gave him as his voice. I think it was something like, oh! No, I'm picking up the other guy, Andrew Schrader, but I don't know. Oh, fancy seeing you here, Herschel. Have you been well? I don't know what voice I'm going to give him. Yes, thank you. You're looking quite well yourself, spry even. Oh. Noon o'clock bells are going. Can I do Scottish? Oh heavens, this old man's growing older by the day. One look at my head of white hair. I will tell you. I can't. One look at my head of white hair will tell you that. One look at my head of white hair will tell you that. Ah yes, I thought something was different about you. Something happened. Something just happened. Something just happened. There's a noise. I know what just happened, but something just happened. Some people say settled hair makes a man look distinguished. It's Trying to do a Scottish accent I found is weird. The thing about the Scottish accent is that typically the is sound becomes an eh. So I'm trying to do that, but it's incredibly hard. Some people say silver hair makes a man look distinguished. But I was partial to my brown hair. You know, Herschel, London's full of people quick to sully your name. But I don't believe one of them. I'm doing a really bad Scottish accent, and I apologize to Scottish people everywhere. I did a better one a couple years ago when I started playing a different game, so... Oh well. That was quite a shock, Professor. We saw the Dean only hours ago, and yet he's aged a full 10 years. Yes, time certainly appears to have left its mark on the Dean. Is something the matter? Not at all. I just needed a moment to think. Let's be on our way. Now, am I going to remember that I made him Scottish later? Who knows? Alright. Let's... Look, a ladybug, how cute. I wonder if Luke can talk to ladybugs. He can talk to pretty much any animal, but can he talk... Well, no, he literally talked to a bee earlier, so I guess he can talk to ladybugs. Yay, puzzle! I don't remember any of the other NPCs' voices. Oh, hello! I'm going to try to do a Minnie Mouse again. That's probably what I did. Oh, hello! Are you from out of town? I suppose you could say that. We're here on an investigation. Yes, but all this walking we'd be doing is really starting to catch up with me. Tired, huh? Well, you know what always perks me up? Why did I read that like that? Oh, we're back in it, folks. Well, you know what always perks me up? A nice chunk of chocolate. I've actually got some in my pocket. Would you like a piece? Like one? I'd love one. Oh my, I may have spoken too soon. This chocolate's got a hole in it. Now how am I gonna divide it? Do you mind if I have a look at it? I think it can help. Why is there a hole in your chocolate? What? There's no hole, you lied to me! You lied to me! A 5 by 10 centimeter chocolate bar has a 5 by 1 centimeter piece broken off the right side as shown in the image below. How many more 5 by 1 centimeter pieces can you break up with the remaining chocolate bar? Also, there's a 5 millimeter hole in the bar. Oh, that's what you mean by the hole. 1 centimeter in from the left side and 2.5 centimeters up from the bottom. Any piece that has even a tiny bit of this hole in it cannot be included in your answer. Okay, give me 1 second while I blow my nose. Okay, so, after blowing my nose, I've been trying to solve the map equation here. I started off with 40. I was wrong on that, and I dropped down to 35, but then I realized just now that that's wrong, because... So here's the reasoning. Whoop! Whoopsie daisies. So 5 times 10 is 50. We've taken a 5 by 1, which is just 5 off of that already, so that's minus 5, so that's 45. But then we've also taken off 2.5 off of that as well, which leaves us with 4. 42.5. Simple math, which means that we can break off presumably 8 more pieces, because the closest 5 multiple, the closest, not multiple of 5, the closest, what would you call that? Like, is it a multiple of 5? Yeah, because 12 is a multiple of 3, so yeah. The closest multiple of 5 that you can get to without going over on 42.5 is 40, which is 8 times 5. So I swear to God, if the answer is not 8, I will be incredibly upset with the game. If the answer is not 8, then I'm going to scream.
Cross your fingers.
I could barely tell that was correct.
Did you see that?
Thank you. Correct? Correct. 8 more pieces exactly right. As shown in the image above, if you break up the left side in a way that includes the entire hole in one piece, you can exclude that one and still make 8 more pieces. Excuse me, yawning. Okay.
Yay! Now everyone can have a bite. Here you go, you two.
Thank you very much. It's delicious. It's delicious. Where's a glass of milk when I need one? Jack Sparrow got a delivery request. Minnie's homemade cake. I don't think I finished the last request because, I literally don't think I can do that request. It's like, it will not let me finish it. Hey Birdie, I baked a delicious cake, but it's so full of lovely things that it's too heavy for me to carry. Can you help me out? I can try. 10 seconds. Hey. Alright, well, let's start here. And then I'll go there. And then maybe here? Will that be enough time, though? Whoops! I'm sorry, I forgot that these bounce. It's been a hot minute, forgot that these bounce. And then here, maybe? Let's try that. Whoops, okay. So that doesn't work. Like this, and then... No, that definitely won't work. Let's see how that plays out. Ooh! I see. Okay. So let's start with that, see where that goes. Where does this lead us to? Okay. Easy. Hopefully that doesn't coincide with that. Just goes right under it. Let's hope it goes right under it. It doesn't! This then. Maybe? You're kidding me. Huh. Alright. So that goes there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works then. Like that? Is that how you do it? That's not how you do it, because then that won't work. Okay, hang on. Maybe here? Where does this lead? Oh! Hang on, let me see that again. How did that go? Okay, and it doesn't hit anything. That's fascinating. Maybe this? Maybe it's just as simple as that. I'm making it too complicated? I am, in fact, making it too complicated. Whoa! Hello! Okay. And then it lands there. And then it can land... Hang on, let me see that again. goes there, then it can land there, potentially. It lands over on this particular spot here, so we could... Let's see that in action. Whoa! Fascinating. How did that work? Like this? Well, now we've got a clear conundrum here. Go Mario style. What happens if I do this? Like, I'm assuming that we need all of them, but like... Oh! Okay. Go straight to there. Huh. This is all just a lot of problem solving. Alright. Like, I'm onto something here. I just don't know how exactly I'm gonna get to that point. Can I connect these? I can connect these! I really shouldn't, but I can connect these. No. Okay. Here? At the very least, a nice enough angle. Hey, I did it! It's going pretty well, all things considered. I haven't failed a puzzle yet, which is nice. We're currently at a point in the story in which we've gone back to the past, but now we're back in the future, and Flora is here on tow, and Inspector Shelmy are also out running about. We saw future D. Dalmona for a second, but right now we're doing the little parrot mini game. I might have to go back to the other funny little parrot game potentially. We'll see.
Nicely done! It must have been hard work. Well then, would you like a slice? I made a pot of Earl Grey while I was waiting. Do you drink tea? Earl Grey? Earl Grey?
You've earned this person's gratitude with your expert delivery skills. Yeah, I was not able to solve this one the last time I did this. I remember this part. Because it was just, none of this is working. None of this is working, and I don't know what to do. Like, not every single, like, line I could potentially do. Unless I do it like this. I don't think I tried this one. Yeah, because that leads me back. That leads me back. If I do this, then that will also lead me back. Like, there's... With the revelation that I can do lines like that, it'll definitely be a lot weirder going forward. I can't do lines like that, of course, but... Some of them were so hard thinking about, lol. Yeah, no, this one in particular, I just was struggling. Like, I could not, for the life of me, figure out how I was supposed to do this. Maybe I just make... Oh. Oh, I can just make that a straight line, and he can just... Okay. That helps, but I think he'll still hit the wall. Yeah, he'll still hit the wall and then go backwards. I can't not hit the wall. This stupid wall. This stupid wall is gonna be the death of me. Because I can't, it will not let me, like, go past this wall. I don't know what to do about that. See, I'm giving up on that one for now. I might look it up at some point, but that one's just, it's real bad. Anyways, we're heading off to the restaurant. Presumably we're supposed to be going this way, so we'll go this way. Does the quiz kit... Does the quiz kid have anything for me? No. Alright, this way. Not gonna talk to that guy. Do you know what type of plant this is, Professor? One of them. It is certainly a plant. I forgot this guy was here. Do you have a puzzle for me? I don't remember what voice I gave you either. Greetings, Shipley. Maybe? Excellent timing, Professor. I just received a message from you from Luke. He would like you to go to the observatory in the park north of here. See that you're not followed. This park is the one on the road that joins Flatstone Street with Midland Road, correct? That's the one. Luke will be there waiting for you.
Why do we need to make sure we're not being followed?
It sounds like someone out there may be monitoring our movements. Flora, are you paying attention to what's being said? This is very important.
Of course I'm listening.
Moving around in a group of 3 will make us more conspicuous. I know you don't want to be left alone, but I think it would be best for us if you waited for us at the hotel. Locking the wall somehow. Can't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, I've never actually played this game. I've seen people play it before, but it's been a number of years since I watched people play it. But as a kid, my brother had a Diabolica box, but since he had it at a time where I still couldn't read very well, so I didn't really play much of it. I knew of it and I knew about it, but I didn't really play much of it until I was in like middle school. But I got into the Layton series sometime in like high school, cause it was like a year after the Layton Brothers Mystery Room game came out. I don't even know how I ended up getting into it. It might have been just maybe it was like the hype surrounding like putting Layton in Smash. That might have been what was happening at the time, cause like when I first started high school, that's when Smash 4 came out, I believe. So that might have been what have done it. I genuinely do not remember how I got into Layton back then. but I did, and I got like all the sequel prequel games. I don't know where all of them are, but I bought them. And I also have a Catriel Layton game, as well as Layton Brothers Mystery Room. But I don't currently have it downloaded on anything. But I have that, and I also have Layton versus Phoenix Wright. My brother completed that game, and then he showed me like the end of it, so I got spoiled on the twist for that, but otherwise it seemed like an interesting game that I might play on the stream at some point. We'll see. We still gotta get through all these other ones. Like I've been having fun with the series for the most part. I've had some issues with some of the tougher puzzles. Some of the tougher puzzles have been definitely hard. In especially I want to say Curious Village as well as a Diabolica box. And this game's been giving me a little bit of trouble, but not as much as I thought it would. But it's just nice. I do enjoy puzzle games immensely. I am more of a quote-unquote casual gamer. I say that loosely because I enjoy casual games, not that I am casual as a gamer by any means. My ear's doing something, it's real clogged. Oi. As soon as we're done talking with the other Luke, we'll come to get you.
No, I'm coming with you.
Now, Flora.
Oh, come on, Professor. Let her come along. We'll do our best to be stealthy on our way to the park.
I don't know about this.
It'll be fine. Besides, it might be more dangerous to leave Flora all by herself.
I suppose you might have a point. Where we're heading could lead us into some very dangerous situations. Are you sure you want to come along with us? Come along with me to the butterflies and bees.
Of course I do. I'm not scared. Well, that settles it. Let's get moving.
Let's get moving! Sorry, Luke, but we've got no choice but to put our dinner plans on hold again.
I understand, Professor. No one wants to eat more than I do, but we shouldn't keep Luke waiting. Well then, what are we waiting for? Off we go!
But what if I want to talk to the chef guy? But what if the chef guy has a puzzle for me? What then? He does have a puzzle for me! I do remember giving him a French accent because of his name. Welcome to London's most delicious, destination. I hope you brought your appetites, not to mention your thinking caps. Thinking caps? Thinking caps? How do the French people, like, try to pronounce TH? Ah! Oh my god. I accidentally splashed water up my nose from my water bottle. That's so good. Oh. I'm okay. It wasn't a whole lot of water. I'm fine. Because, like, in actual French, TH is just pronounced T. So, like the letter T. So, in French, if I remember correctly, the word for T in French is le thé, or something like that, le thé. Which is spelled TH and then E with an accent, an acute accent. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, because accent grave is down accent. Is from that's like a forward slash. Whereas accent acute or an acute accent, I think, is like backslash. Yeah. No. Which one's forward slash and which one's backslash? Forward slash is the one that's used in websites, so acute accent is forward slash. Accent grave is one that's backslash. I'm losing my mind. I bet you have a real knack for solving puzzles. I suppose you could say that. Why do you bring it up, sir? I ordered a few number plates for use in the back, but the company made a mistake. Mispainted plates? Oh no. Aw, jeez. They're all backwards. The number plates you ordered have finally arrived. But wait a second. Oh, misfortune. Oh, misfortune? Is that a thing that British people say? The manufacturer painted all the numbers on backwards by mistake. I keep accidentally saying all instead of all because a lot of the people that I hang around in college, they're from downstate, like Long Island and New York City, and they say all instead of all. And I'm not losing that part of my accent. I'm saying all. I'm going to say all. I refuse to add that to my accent. You'd like to use them as soon as possible, but it would take quite a while to fix each and every plate. To save time, the manufacturer would like you to make do with the plates that you can use as is and only send back the ones that must be fixed. Check off only the plates you can't use. 7 you can just flip. Yeah, 7 you can just, this here can just be, just literally put it on its side. This one can go upside down, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, 6 and 9, well, actually, hang on. So if I do this, yeah, no, that's an E. Ah, crap. Okay. 4 you can already see you can do relatively well. That's just that there, so that's fine. 3, I believe you can just flip upside down. Yeah, 3 you can flip upside down. 1 and 0 are fine. 7's fine. Make sure I have 7 marked there. 1 and 0 are fine. Let me see if... Are the 5 and 2 okay? That's a good question. They're gonna look wonky, yes, but are the 5 and 2 okay? If I flip that upside down, I gotta turn my head. Yeah, no, those 2 are fine. 2 and 5 are fine. Do it this, and then that, and then, yep, that's fine. And then do that. Yeah, that's fine. So it's literally just 6 and 9. Nice. Nice. Because
Let's see if I've got this right.
6 and 9 upside down, they kind of turn into letters.
Just
E
as
and
I
G, to be
suspected.
specific. Okay, cool. Yeah, all the rest of them can be rotated. 69, nice. Anyways, they definitely won't work. 0, 1, and 8 are symmetrical, so they're clearly okay as is. If you rotate the 2 and the 5, 180 degrees, they can replace each other, and rotating the 4 and 7 are shown above allows both of them to work just fine. Pretty neat. Fun facts about numbers now. In case you ever want to do like a little backwards puzzle type of thing. Like that. Like, put a hidden message there with backwards numbers. It looks like I asked the right man for help. Thank you, sir. I won't forget this. Believe me, there will be more than a little extra gravy on the next pie you order here. I got a milk bottle! Finally! He needs some milk. Paillard's, Tomato Supreme. Alright, we got a couple of minigames to do. Alright, picture book. Where would the milk bottle go? Alright. Rain could have been left on the counter. I put that there. I don't know if that's actually supposed to be there. Coffee goes there. I put the tea there. Yeah, you steep tea, so that's where that goes. Oh, realized the white thing was gone. So that's the milk then, because that's white. The milk bottle was gone. Traveler. Look at this white thing I found in the forest. Isn't it a beauty? Maybe that's the coat? No. No, it's like a beauty, so like it's probably some sort of gem, like a diamond or something. I do apologize, I can't make you a cocoa. The milk bottle is gone, you see. I was thinking that the white thing was gonna be like a coffee maker, but no. Probably milk. I don't like my coffee black. One really needs to tip the milk bottle to make it palatable. Yeah. Cause he don't like it black. He don't like it black. He doesn't like it black, so it would be a milk bottle to make it less bitter. Yeah. Okay, we're on the right track. Hot tea's best friend is a milk bottle. I came all this way to enjoy a cocoa. Yeah, I haven't had the customer there yet. I'm glad you all came in here out of the rain. Give him the milk bottle. What are you talking about? Didn't you hear me say I was stepping out to get another milk bottle? Okay, I got it. I'm smart. I'm very smart. Alright. Oh dear, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I have to make a terrine? Terrine of my I don't know what a terrine is. A terrine of my famous tomato supreme. But I've run out of tomatoes. Can you go and get one for me? Alright. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, this is awful. This is absolutely dreadful. Let's try here. See where this gets us. Because that's a straight line, so it'll just be fine. Okay. Okay, this seems relatively simple. This seems incredibly simple, actually. Hello! Oh no, it's not as simple as it seems. Oh ho 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 ho! It seems simple, but actually... Here's the trick! You fool! You thought it was just as simple as A to B? You fool! Like this, and then... Where does that take us? That's gonna be a weird one. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, let me see. That. What happens if I do this? I know that's bad, but I want to see what happens. Oh! Oh, that's fascinating. What if I do this? Bye-bye! Okay. Wait, did it? Oh, it bumped into it because the tomato's there. I was like, how did it bump into it? The tomato's there. Alright. Like, this can't work, obviously. Maybe... Oh, this is a interesting... Granted, it will bump into that. Yeah, no, that can't work. Okay, hang on. And then it can't start because it needs to start there. No, we already discovered that doesn't work. Maybe here? And then... That won't help. Oh, this is very complicated. How do I do this? I'm gonna try to come back to this, I think. That won't work? Why won't that work? Is it because this one's right here? Oh. Wait a minute. Replay that! Hit that. Then he hits the top of that. We're gonna have to come back to this somehow. Wait. Yo, 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 yo! You just need a little push. That's all he needed. You just need a little push. We got it. Oh my god. Never mind. Okay. I guess we take that one out. Oh my god. And then it just jumps over? Yay! Dear God, we're already coming up on near the hour mark. Brilliant! Just in time. Thank you, Palette. I owe you one. And 1 dozen of tomato supreme. The secret ingredient is chickpeas. Want to try sometime? Tomato? Hooray, we did it. Why did he say tomato? That's not even close to what it is. We are really just doing everything that isn't the plot at the moment. Screw the plot, I want to do puzzles. Alright, so we have to- oh my god, we have to go so far. This way? I think? It's like this way? Oh, Christ almighty. Cars in the future don't look that different from ours. Well, yeah, it's 10 years in the future. I'm thinking like cars from 10 years ago, 2016. My parents are driving cars that are from like 2014, and they don't look that different from the cars currently. Like, they don't change that much in between 10 years, to be fair. I'm not going to talk to you again. Alright. This way. The lady's there? Oh, over here. Okay, cool. Do you have a puzzle for me? Nope, you do not. To the park it is, then! Oh, I forgot about Abraham Lincoln here. Why does the boss have to post me here? Alright. Puzzle time!
It seems I can't open the door to the observatory.
Is that so? It appears that a puzzle is locking this door.
Huh, I guess you're right.
Worry not, Luke. I'll solve this puzzle and have us through the door before you know it. Gravity maze. Oh, that don't sound fun. I mean, that's fine, but it's gonna take me a while. Alright. Move the red and blue blocks to their respective spaces. Tap the arrow buttons at the bottom to rotate the playing field by 90 degrees. Blocks fall downwards when there's nothing under them. Give them a try. So it's basically a ice puzzle with extra steps. I just want to make sure that the red does not leave this area. That it doesn't head in this position. That's what I'm really looking for. So like, whoops, wrong way. Okay. So if we do that. Ooh, that's not where I wanted that to go. Okay. No, this is fine. No! That's my mistake. Okay. Hang on. Oh! That was an accident! We got him, boys. We got him.
Well, that's settled.
How many moves did it take you? A true master can solve the puzzle in 5 moves. Yeah, it did not take me 5 moves. I cannot do it in the minimum amount of moves that it takes. I do remember these types of puzzles from, like Breath of the Wild. I don't think they did in Tears of the Kingdom, did they? Yeah, no, they didn't do them at all in Tears of the Kingdom. They did them a lot in Breath of the Wild. I was fine with them. Like, it was weird, but I was fine with them for the most part. But not everybody likes a little tilt whirl or whatever. What are those minigames called in Mario Party? Like the ones with the shell. They're called tilt something. A lot of people don't like those types of minigames, to be honest. That did it, Luke. The lock is disabled.
And the door is open.
We did it! Yay! Oh, there he is.
Wow, what a view! Look at all those funny buildings.
View from a high place always remind me of home. Ah, because she's from the tower. There we go, we got 2. Give us a 3rd one. Where's our 3rd one? Don't lean too far over, you could fall. Layton, I'm desperately trying to get hint coins here. And not talk to future Luke whatsoever. Those people down there look like ants from up here. Please. Please. Game! Game, where's the last hint coin? Alright. Thank you for meeting me here. I know it's a bit out of the way. I wanted to make sure you weren't followed, and this place afforded me the best view to do that. Have you made any progress in your investigation? We've encountered some unexpected turns, but on the whole, it's going well.
I can't believe I'm meeting Luke from the future.
Eh? Oh, Flora, it's you! I didn't recognize you there for a moment. You'll have to excuse me, this is all a bit unexpected.
It's nice to know that some things never change. I fear you're still easily flustered.
You're one to talk. As I recall, you're pretty easily flustered yourself, but it's good to see you. You look well. I'm pretty sure that's the accent I gave him. It was like 1940s, I remember that. If it's not the exact accent, forgive me, it's been over 2 weeks. Yes, Flora would be one of the unexpected turns in question. Inspector Chelmy and Barton are here as well. Well, I'm not too surprised by the inspector's arrival. That man lives for police work. Are you saying you expected him to tell us back here? I had to adjust my mic in case you heard that. Expected? No, but I acknowledged it as a possibility. Enough chatter for now. We need to discuss how we're going to get into Chinatown. In Chinatown. I was going to say something in particular, but it's a local that's the thing I'm thinking of is from a local business's commercial. I say local, it's relatively. It's close enough, local enough, that it would give away my location more so that I already have given my location. We haven't a chance of getting through unless we get those guards to leave the gate. And you found a way to lure them away, haven't you? Yes. See, the guards don't hang around the area all the time. They only man their positions there when Layton tells them to. In other words, my future self has some reason to post watchmen in the area. In the area. The area. The area. The area. I'm trying to figure out how to, like... I don't think you actually... There's a thing with British accents in which... and Australian and New Zealand as well, where you connect to, if a word ends with a vowel sound and then another word after that, the word after that begins with a vowel sound, you connect it with an R sound. But I don't think with the area, it works like that just because you say the instead of the anyways. So I think that's fine. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm watching my accent and making sure that's relatively correct. I confess that could be my fault. I've been doing a lot of reconnaissance in the area and may have been spotted. Anyway, the crucial point to take away is that the guards will leave their post if their boss says to. I understand, but how do we get my future self to issue that order? Luckily, Layton almost never interacts directly with low-level grunts. Instead, he has his Lieutenant Bostro give out the orders. I'm sure you remember him. He was that giant thug giving orders at that casino. Ah, yes, I know who you're talking about. If the thugs by the gate hear Bostro tell them to get lost, I'm sure they'll abandon their post. Then all we need to do is record Bostro's voice and play it back for the gods. Well done, little oak. But have you figured out how to reproduce Bostro's voice? None of you are voice actors, after all. I seem to remember you're picking up a new friend near the Wither. The river? The Wither. The Wither from Minecraft. I'm losing my mind, dude. The river who boasts impressive vocal talents. Of course! Jack Sparrow! Sparrow! We can get him to mimic Bostro's voice! Yes, that is what I named the parrot in case you didn't catch on. That's the idea. But how do we get Jack Sparrow to learn how to say get lost in Bostro's voice? That could prove quite difficult. Nah, get lost is something of a catchphrase for Bostro. He's always yelling it. British accents are weird. I have a friend from Liverpool. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, no, Liverpool, which is... I've learned a lot about British accents from watching Taskmaster. Like, you can go, like, 10 miles away from somewhere and you'll get an extremely different accent. So, like, in northern England, they have accents that are a lot differenter. They kind of sound a little bit like the Beatles. A little bit like the Beatles. If you go up north. And then eventually hit Scotland, and then it can range very fixed the more north you get to Scotland. And then Welsh accents, that's something that I'm still trying to figure out a bit. They're like real weird. They're real wonky to me. And there's one, I think, it's not Cornish. It's like corn something. But there's an accent that is specific to a section in England that's like in the southwest that is the exact same as Appalachian accents in America. Because I guess that's like where they're like, that was like that's the closest accent to like colonial English, pretty much. And like the accents have barely changed in those particular areas. also, like, if you want to hear what it sounded like when Christopher Columbus, or and like, not really Christopher Columbus, like when George Washington was around, you would go to there and like the Appalachian Mountains, and I think some places in like Newfoundland, and Labrador. I think some of those accents are there as well. Those are some real funky ones for sure. Those are fun. There's a lot of weird and wacky accents out there, and a lot of them are in the UK. And as well in Ireland, but I think most of the Irish accents aren't too far removed from each other. They're fairly similar, not entirely, but fairly similar. I spent quite a few afternoons spying on the man. Use it at least a dozen times a day. That's not a very nice thing to say. Well, he's not a very nice fellow, as you may have noticed. That catchphrase is our ticket in Chinatown. You should start looking for him immediately. Alright. Well, she was likely someone in the vicinity of the casino. Heading back to that area is a dangerous move. I don't know what accent I'm trying to do here, but we should start our search for him there. Save your progress. I'm going to blow my nose again. Chapter 7, Chinatown. Alright, I'm out of tissues right now. But, one thing that we haven't seen yet is, what happens when puzzles get sent back to Beasley, because I have been actually getting all of them so far. So we've got 4 puzzles here, that we can go back and get. So let's go and do that. Let's see if I can actually get the hint coin now that future Luke's not here. There it is! Jesus crackers. Yeah, Welsh is an interesting accent. I was watching, in case you aren't aware, I mentioned this yesterday when I was playing, Minecraft. I've been watching, occasionally I will watch, the MCC, the Minecraft Championships, and trying to remember where Beasley is. I think he's around here. Who are you, fella? Hello? Ernest?
Could I ask you to stop staring at me so, young man? Makes me uneasy.
My apologies, sir. It's just that you're wearing such a troubled expression.
Well, I've been pondering this puzzle a week and I still can't find a solution.
Create the key. Create the key. Oh hey, it's the Layton hat blocks. Complete the key. Fit the 5 blocks that form Professor Layton's top hat into the outline without overlapping the pieces or leaving any spaces empty. You can rotate or flip the blocks. Okay. This guy's definitely gotta go somewhere in here. Like, it's too big to be anywhere else other than in here somewhere. Flip it and reverse it. Yeah, I was watching that could work. I was watching MCC last Saturday? Was last Saturday, I believe? Yeah, last Saturday. And one of the people that was on the team that I was watching is a woman by the name of Amesy. And she is from Wales. So she has a Welsh accent, and it always kind of throws me off a little bit hearing her talk, because it feels like it's like her accent sounds almost British, but it's like a degree off. But I also, like, you can get more thick accents in Wales as well. where a contestant on the Australian Taskmaster, oh my god, he is from Wales, and his accent's really thick. So, it was interesting hearing him talk, just in general, with his accent. How am I gonna do this one? How's this gonna go? Oh, okay, like that. That's easy. There we go.
I do believe I've got the answer. Success!
In case you forgot, Yuri Lone falls in this game. I keep trying to say Yuri Learn, bro. Now you can open the door. Hooray!
Yahoo! I can finally sleep tonight without that blasted puzzle tormenting me. Thanks for going out of your way to help this old man.
Not at all. It would have been terribly ungentlemanly of me not to try and help. Thanks, Big Luke. You did it. Okay, it's like here? Here. Not here! Not here! This way? No, that's the clock shop. I could have just gone around the other way. This way? Yes! Hello, Beasley.
So, go on, get to it.
So, like, that's more of a northern accent. Well, I guess that's a little bit more Cockney, but it's a little bit more northern. And a different, you know, Yuri Lone Falls is practically everywhere. He was very much so prolific within the 2000s era of games and, like, television. So, like, he really jumps out to me whenever I hear him. It also helps that I did watch, like, Ben 10. Not, growing up in middle school a lot, but, like, when I was in middle school, that was when, I think that was when Ultimate Aliens was on. So I heard him a lot in there, so I was like, oh, Yuri Lowenfall. That's a weird name. I kept thinking it was a girl. But no, that's a man. Yuri's a man's name, apparently. No go arrows. Okay. Clocks? Try to pass from the starting square to the top left corner. In the top left corner to the ending square in the bottom right corner. Okay, you can move horizontally or vertically, but you can't move in the direction... You can't move in the direction that the arrows on each square are pointing. Okay, so the arrows block off where you can go. Gotcha. You can't use the same square twice. Can you make it to the green flag? Touch each square to chart your path. Okay, so... Okay. So if we... Let me... if we go like this... Potentially... This is a little complicated. Nope, that won't work. I don't... Do I have to erase everything? Yeah, no, we can't go that way then. I was right in going that way. Yeah, like, I have a slight, we'll say obsession. I don't really know if I call it a special interest, but an interest in, excuse me, in voice actors. I tend to, ooh. I tend to, like, go and figure out, like, if I hear a voice, then, like, if a voice actor is familiar enough to me, I will usually look up all the different voices that they've done. A lot of the time, it's very hard for, anime and game voice actors to hide their voice. Like, who exactly their voice is. I'll usually hear it. But since a lot of them are, like, in the same relative, like, they all happen to be, cheese and crackers, alright. A lot of them tend to get reused a lot. I, like, hear them often. This way. Yeah, okay. And then up, right, yeah, checking it every once in a while, just to make sure I'm on the right path. Okay, we're good. Sick!
This one's as good as solved.
It's like, I know a lot of different voice actors. There's certain
No
voice actors that I
puzzle
prefer,
can
there's
stop
certain
Layton's
ones that I
apprentice.
hate. Yuri Lowfall, I'm mostly neutral towards. He's fine. You reach the page without breaking any mirrors, you move along the path shown above. Right, as it's supposed to be shown above, because this is a DS game. I got a mushroom sticker! Mushroom! If you have any channel points, you can redeem a mushroom. You can redeem mushroom and see what that does. There it is! Which one appeared? I didn't see. Ah, no, I missed her. Mushroom! I am both not surprised, but, also a little bit surprised that you're lurking here. Carrying glasses. Alright. Oh, this is an easy one, Kukul. Rubbing his back, the waiter sighed wearily and said, I always use the same box to carry as many glasses as I can at a time, but there's one type of glass that I hate carrying. Of the 4 glass types pictured here, which one is the waiter talking about? Keep in mind that they all weigh the same. Same box to carry as many glasses as I can. One glass type that I hate carrying. D's incredibly hard to stack, isn't it? Cause fun fact, I've worked in dining, I've worked in, what's it called? Catering before, as temp jobs. And in catering, typically you use this glass in like fancy dinner settings. And I was working at a college that, I was assigned to a college that, where they have like a lot of fancy events at their, like, I guess it's an auditorium? It's like a conference center room? I don't really know what it's called. But like, they'd have dinners there and lunches and stuff. And we would have these particular glasses, and you would have to put them in specific types of crate boxes because they couldn't really stack, is the problem. All these glasses can stack okay. C's a little bit funky, but if you put it on its side, it's fine. But I think it's gonna be D. D you can't really stack.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Ah, what do you mean?
I must have overlooked something.
How do you carry them? I'm gonna just guess now.
That should
I no
do
longer
the
care.
trick.
I don't care anymore.
Well, if at first you don't succeed.
Forget me bringing my own real-world experiences into this. Screw me. A.
Let's see if I've got this right.
How is it B?
I was sure my logic was sound.
How is it B? How did I get every single answer besides the actual one?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Explain.
Just as I suspected.
That's stackable. When you stack several, they become very heavy and a pain to carry. It's the only kind that's stackable. I mean, I guess. I guess. Sure. Whatever. Missing block. Oh, okay. They make sense in a regular restaurant. Yeah, they sure do. Those are the type of cups that most people tend to have in the regular restaurants. A hidden message is revealed. When one of the blocks, A, B, C, or D, replaces the box marked question mark. Tap the letter that corresponds to the correct block. Now, it's a good thing I was just playing that one with the Layton's hat, because that one, if you happen to remember from many, many weeks ago, that one The fun fact about the hat one was that the pieces all spelled out Layton's name in Japanese. So, L A Y T O N. Yippee!
That should do the trick.
Alright. Why was that 30?
Well, that's settled.
Why was that one 30, but the other one was 20? Am I going insane? What's happening here? The answer is B, which is shaped like an O. When you insert that block in the space and change the direction of all the blocks, they spell out Layton. Maybe that's 30 because we're thinking, like, in terms of Japanese players. Maybe that's why. Into a similar case of Leon Upside Down and Danganronpa 1. Danganronpa 1. 11037. For any Danganronpa heads out there, the checkerboard. Still incredibly excited for 2x2, actually. Like, really excited for 2x2. Oh, that's fascinating. Hello? Oh. My dad is texting everybody about potential dinner plans for tonight, despite the fact that it is 1:18 in the afternoon. There are 3 sheets of transparent plastic with different patterns painted on them. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh my god. My nose is bothering me and I'm out of tissues currently. I'd have to go downstairs and get more tissues and I don't really want to do that at the moment. I'll do it after stream because I have some time before 2:30 I have a therapy appointment, so I have a bit of time. If you layer them correctly, a checkerboard pattern appears. The order in which you layer them is important. And you can't flip or rotate the sheets. From sheet, which sheet goes on the very bottom, A, B, or C? I guess they cover up each other? Let me draw on C, on A. If I have A on the bottom, then we have C there. And then... and we have C on the top, maybe. Yeah, because then... oh no. No, A has to be... A is the only one that has one here, so we can't do that. Currently saying tissue. Tissue! Alright, I think we need to have B on the bottom because this is the only space in which that is there. A little hard to see, sorry. Black, there. This is the only space, oi, where that's in there that corresponds to that area. Yeah, I think we need B on the bottom. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Okay.
Here's my answer.
Get it, Luke. Get him! Get
No
him!
puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
There we go. Because on the bottom, then the other sheets are layered in the, order pictured above. Cab. Go get a cab. Alright. Now we can get back to plot. We have to go back to the casino. Oh my god, we have to go so far. Help! Help! At the very least, we can go this way, which is helpful. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody out here. Anybody over here? You're here. Do you have a puzzle for me? Nope. A professor of puzzology. And then you'll hear me. I wonder if there is, like... I'm in college right now, so, I am curious about that. I wonder if there is, like, some sort of... not riddles, per se, but, like, an expert in, like, a professor in gaming? Like, in games? I guess, like, people who, like, do, like, video game, like, who teach, like, programming and making video games is kind of similar, but not quite the same. Game design, like, you can be a professor in game design. And that would be, like, the closest thing. They don't have a game design as a major or like a professional thing at my college, I don't think. I don't think there's any sort of game design class at my college. It's not specialized in what my major is, which is, more so focused towards, digital media. They have majors in that, and they have, like, a communications department, but, like, the majority of what, like, the school focuses towards and, like, what it has the majority of their majors in is education, health, and, like, fitness. And that's, what the majority of the majors are here. But, that's probably something that I could, you know, have gone to were I to go to some place that, was more like a technology-based institute.
Look, there's Bostro.
Yes, I'd recognize that white striped suit anywhere. Quick, everyone hide! What if I want to go in a car? That sign is something else. It sure is, Flora. You're supposed to be on guard duty, you clown! Stop goofing off! I don't remember what accent I gave him. I wasn't goofing off, Buster. I was just... Well, you know, the only thing I hate more than a loafer is a loafer who makes excuses. But... There ain't no buts about it. That attitude is what keeps you a grunt in this here organization. You know what? You're finished here. The family don't need no clowns like you. Get lost, you clown. Oh, come on, Bostro. Don't kick me out. Where will I go? There! Did you hear that? Almost went British there. Forgot to give him the 40s accent. Yes, I heard get lost, loud and clear.
What about Jack Sparrow? Did you manage to pick it up? Did you hear what that big man said, Jack Sparrow?
Get lost! I'm going to do it in the parrot accent because it's very funny instead. It's uncanny how much you sound like Bostro. A performance like that is sure to fool those two guards at the gate. This is Chinatown. Let's head directly to Chinatown.
Mama. You know the statue here, Luke?
Hmm? Oh, the one with that man that looks like the professor? Sure.
Seeing it kind of got me thinking about, you know, the future. And one thing that occurred to me is that, you know how everything is going to turn out, don't you? I mean, you're me, so you already went through this scenario. 10 years ago, right?
Well, in a way, yes, but I can't tell you what's going to happen from here on out. You see, if you had that knowledge, it could alter the course of history. Some of the things that are supposed to happen might not happen at all. Time travel has changed the way events unfold here. And look at the mess it's made. We won't want to add to that chaos, would we?
I guess I never thought about it that way.
What's more, knowing about your future self could actually change who you have become. Just to complicate things further, it's probably worth noting that technically you aren't me.
I'm not? Then who am I?
You're the ghost of Christmas past. That's a tough question. Our meaning has changed much for both of us. Only the past is certain. Therefore, I was you in the past, but you may not be me in the future. You follow?
I think I do. But time travel show is complicated.
Which is why I hate it as a trope. I despise time travel viscerally. It makes things so much more complicated than it needs to be. Every single time I have to go through a stupid time travel arc, I have no idea why I got into Zero Escape. Why did I do that to myself? Why did I get into Zero Escape? It is a curse. You have a puzzle for me?
All men face trials in life, but it's the real men who persevere in spite of them. When tragedy wears its ugly head, a real man knows how to deal with it gracefully. Here's a puzzle to prepare you for the day when you must deal with your own hardships.
The inheritance. 4 siblings inherited a large plot of land. They each built a house, and their favorite spot without thinking about how to best divide up the rest. They decided the fair solution is to split the land into 4 equally shaped 6 square portions that include each house. Also, each portion must touch but not include the well in the center. Based on the decision, which sibling's property will include the star rather. Circle house A, B, C, or D, and then tap submit. So each of them have to touch this. Each of them gets one side of it. So it only makes sense that C gets this side. Basically, we have a 25 squares. But thankfully, 4 times 6 is 24. So I feel like, at the very least, it would be easiest to just go like so for C. Then if we go with B and A, we kind of gotta snake around here, maybe? Yeah, because, hang on. No, just cover that up with the red. We have A here, that's already 4. 5, 6. Yeah, and then... Oh, wait, no, because... Okay, hang on. Because A and B have to touch that. So A's gotta go here, I think. A has to have... No. How does D get there? How does D get there? If we do this for A, then they get that plot, right? And then if we kind of loop around here, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is complicated. No, but did I make it easier for myself? I didn't make it easier for myself. This is going badly. If I do it like this, then A gets that portion. Yeah? Then D? D is the problem child. D is the one that's going to haunt me in my dreams. D has to be like either that side or this side. Let's see about this side here. Hang on. If maybe we do it like this. So that's 6. And then B can get this area. Does it have to be connected? I think they have to be connected. Yeah, they have to be connected. Okay. Okay. Yeah, D's gotta go in this area, then. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, so that's currently 5, so then that's 6. And then A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. C could go. Yeah, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Nope. Take out that one. 5, 6, 7. Then B gets this side of the well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I take this portion here. Yeah, if I give B that portion there, then that's good to go. So then A. Let me make sure I block this off just so I know for a fact. Okay. Okay, they're all touching it. They're all touching it. They're all shaped the same as well. Oh. That's a very nice pattern. Alright, so A is the one that, gets it, from my estimate. Yeah, A is the one that gets it. You dingleberry, why did you get rid of that?
That should do the trick.
Please? Yay!
Just as I suspected.
Just as I suspected. WA's property will include the star. Plot line will be divided accordingly to the diagram shown above.
Splendid work.
It goes... I forgot the voice I just gave him.
Splendid work. It just goes to show you that analytical thinking is the key to impressing people.
Do you have a puzzle for me? You do. If you say it like Timmy's dad. Jinkleberg! Oh, so bored. So very, very bored. Same old story, eh? You hardly blame me. Life's not exactly a rosy rosebud, and I don't have anyone to talk to. But hey, being bored is better than being sad, right? I guess so. You know, if you want someone to talk to, I'd be happy to listen. That's nice of you. But you're gonna grow up to be a nice guy. Thanks for the offer, little man. I already feel better. Thanks, how about I share one of my awesome puzzles with you?
Please do. I love a good puzzle.
Okay, see, I'm a pretty good digger. It's what I do. I thought of this one while I was at work the other day. A tunnel out. Oh, okay, that's easy. Oh, the green. Can I move the greens? Arrange all the tunnel segments to create a tunnel that leads from the entrance to the exit. Tap the segment to switch between a straight and a curved piece. Grab the edge of the segment to slide it to the circle, in a circle and rotate it. The green segments are already finished, so you can't change them. You'll need to use every segment to complete the tunnel. Good luck. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Hey. Yeah, I can't move those. People are texting me, but also I got a notification for a stream. This way. This way? This way. That way. That way. Flip that. Turn ways. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And it's just like that. Just like
This one's
that!
as good as solved.
Do the Mario, swing your
Phew,
arms.
that's a
And then
relief.
again, let's do the Mario all together now. I am God. And then, you know, that was a difficult project. It wasn't really. You're a smart little man, aren't you? You come back and see me again sometime, okay? Boy! We found a boy. Let's go back to our picture book. Alright, the next customer came in. I guess this is boy then. Hee. Hello, Luke. And then a mushroom. There we go. We finished it, so now we can read it. Let's read the completed book. Rainy Day Cafe. I work in a little cafe. One day, the woman in charge stepped out, leaving me to run the shop. Before stepping out the door, the woman said to me, "I'm relying on you today. I'll be back as soon as I can." After the woman left, I noticed that a raincoat had been left behind on the counter. Oh no, the woman must have forgotten about this, I thought to myself. And come to think of it, I don't even know where the woman went. A little while later, a man arrived, the first customer of the day. "The rain is terrible. I'll have a coffee, please, a really hot one," the customer said, taking a window seat. I looked outside and saw that it had indeed started raining. The door flew open once again, and I could hear the sound of the rain on the pavement as the next customer came in. Gosh, it's like they forecasted. It's just like they forecasted. That rain has chilled me to the bone. I'll have a tea, please, but don't steep it for too long. The boy took a seat in a corner table. Since the woman in charge was gone, I had to make a coffee for the customer by the window. I also had to make the tea that the other customer had ordered. However, I ran into a snag when I realized the milk bottle was gone. The door opened again and someone stepped inside. Thank heavens, that must be the woman. Pardon, that was supposed to be what she said. Thank heavens, that must be the woman, I said. But when I turned around, I saw that it was actually a traveler. This customer sat down by the counter. Yeesh, I'm tired, but look at this mushroom I found in the forest. Was I lucky or what? Oh right, my order. I'll have a cocoa, please. The traveler leaned over, put the mushroom on the counter and said, Isn't it a beauty? It is, but I have to apologize because I can't make you a cocoa. The milk bottle is gone, you see, I said, deciding I had to be honest. Overhearing my apology, the mustached man sitting by the window said, I really don't like my coffee black. One really needs to tip the milk bottle to make it palatable. The boy in the corner piped up as well. Hot tea's best friend is the milk bottle. Then the traveler by the counter chimed in. This is unbelievable. I came all the way here to enjoy a cocoa. The traveler by the counter's glasses began to fog up with anger. I was getting very flustered. Just then, the door opened again and in stepped the woman. Lots of customers today, eh? I'm glad you all came in here out of the rain. I was so relieved to see the woman's pointy hat. I can't find the milk bottle. I looked everywhere, I said, causing the woman's eyes to grow as big as saucers. What are you talking about? Didn't you hear me when I told you I was stepping out to get another milk bottle? The old dear really was steamed, but she wasted no time in making everyone hush fresh drinks and a mushroom pie. The customers were all delighted and I cheered up as well. Doesn't this story just make you want to visit a cafe on a rainy day? Ain't that adorable? Look at them all having a nice time. You could have told the other person. I think she did. she said that she told you that. I think she said that she was going, that she did tell her, but like, I guess she must have not been paying attention at the time. Aw, adorable. And here's picture book number 3. One day I received a request for help from a friend of mine, the head of a venerable old family, so I headed over to the family mansion. At the entrance, I was met by a man dressed completely in blue. According to the friend who invited me, a valuable thing had just appeared from the mantelpiece. As I was inspecting the scene, a boy whispered from the door. Not many people come and go from the mansion. Everyone who lives here must have hidden it. He asked me to follow him to the study, where he'd tell me the whole story. However, when we arrived in the study, there was someone already there. There you are, you little rascal, said the man. Oh, excuse me, I didn't realize you had a guest. And the man left the room. Who was that, I asked. Can't you tell from his hat? Was the reply. I wonder what he wanted. Across the room, we heard a loud meow. Oh, I explained, we're not alone. Yeah, that's right, my pet is the queen of the house, said the boy. Oh, but I better get going. It's time for my study session with my tutor now. He's one with the small mustache. I decided to investigate the dining room. Upon entering, I startled a man inside, causing him to drop the thing he was carrying. Oh, you must be the guest, but please don't sneak up on me like that. Does that thing you dropped belong to you? I asked. No, it belongs to the young master. I found it while working in the garden, so I thought I'd return it to him, he said. So why did you come to the dining room? The young master has a voracious appetite, and he's often here looking for a bite to eat. I walked back through the hall to the big garden behind the house, where I encountered a man pointing at a thing on the ground. He said to me, I'm looking for the owner of this. He's the man in the blue trousers. Soon after, a woman entered the garden and said to me, Ah, so this is where you are. The master's been looking for you. Turning to the man, she said, and as for you, it's time for the young master's lesson. A look of panic flitted across the man's face. Oh my word, is it that time already? The pet appeared with a meow. Your paws are all muddy. Have you been out in the garden again? Scolded the woman. Turning to me, she said, the family doesn't know, but she likes to dig holes in the garden and bury things here. She's like a dog. Next to the trail of muddy paw prints, a silver thing had been dropped. This belongs to that man in the study. He lost it and he was looking for it. I met up with a friend and asked about the missing thing. Was it shiny? I asked. Oh yes, he replied. It was a little statue of a goddess. Really magnificent silverwork. I see. I think I understand what's happened here, I said. My word, really? Jolly good. Jolly good. The friend gathered everyone in the hall, and I started to explain the situation. After the thing went missing, the man noticed the holes had been dug in the garden and assumed the boy was making mischief. Either the boy's thing was found next to the holes. The boy's thing, huh? The man also had suspicions. He found mud on the floor of the boy's study, which made him think something untoward had happened. Therefore, he went into the garden to look for evidence. Had he taken a closer look, you would have seen that many footprints belonged to the pet. The man also had his suspicions, but it wasn't the valuable thing that was concerning him, but rather the missing other thing. Other thing. Good. They had to clarify it somehow. He thought it had been taken by the boy as a practical joke. He's always in the dining room after all. No. You're all awful. Everyone suspected me? I didn't hide the thing, and I didn't use the other thing, and I didn't take the last thing without telling anyone either, said the boy angrily. Now, calm down. There's another explanation that hasn't been considered. The boy looked around him. That's right, said the friend. Exactly. Nobody here did anything wrong. Exactly, I said. The real criminal is over there. Presumably it's the pet. Which I'm assuming also is a cat. But we'll get there. We'll nope, whoops. We'll get there. Alright, now we gotta head to Chinatown. Forgot that hole was there. Do you have a puzzle for me? No, I'm not talking to you again. Today's the big day. At last I shall propose to the most enchanting woman of all London. Make a business proposal. Well, that's exciting. I'm not doing the voices right now. I'm losing it. At last Belle, radiant goddess that she is, will know my heart's deepest secret. And that's to start a clothing line with her. You see, though I am a stylish gentleman, one might argue the most stylish gentleman in town, no one has their finger on the pulse of fashion like teenage girls. What's more, every genius needs to muse, and that's where Belle enters the picture. Go for that. Da-da, boy. Alright, how am I gonna do this guy's accent? I guess I could go vaguely European. Vaguely European. Maybe Dracula? How do I do Dracula? Lit. That doesn't work. Salutations, mine amigo. I'm afraid I'm a bit lost. Hello there, Papu. Fancy meeting you here. Where are you trying to get to this time? I read a magnifique article about the great underground caverns in El Mundo, and came to see them. Ah yes, one school of thought posits that these caverns exist throughout the entire world. Hi! Exactement. I was on my way to discover the subterranean ruins of Rome when I got lost. Wait, you were heading to Rome and ended up here? Yeah. The road to a traveler is long and winding, but this time I'm sure I'll reach my destination. But seeing as how we bumped into each other like this, how about the puzzle for El Camino? That went everywhere. That's probably the point. Lunar leapfrogs? February 29th? Not what I was thinking. 6 frogs are sitting atop logs in a bog. Leap them around so that each frog's color matches the ribbon tied to its post. There are three rules you must follow. You can hop to an empty adjacent log. If there's an empty log 1 frog over, you can leap over that frog to get there. You cannot leap over 2 frogs at the same time. Now tap frogs and hop to it. So I cannot take this guy and hop him over here. Or this guy or hop him over here. That's all it is. It's one of those moving around, shuffling around puzzles. It can take a bit to get them going. Okay. That can work for now. Or not. This guy? Maybe we do this? And then this guy over here. Move that guy over there. No, actually, these guys have to be over here, so... Doot. No, hang on. We're gonna have to move this guy for a second. Get this guy over here. Get that guy over there. Oh, wait, that's the green spot! God dang it! Well... Hang on, he's coming. I mean, I can do this in less moves, but you know. Over here, this guy over here, this guy over here, that guy over there, this guy over here, this guy over here. There we go.
Here's my answer.
Took a bit, we got it.
I knew it!
I am once again needing to have to pee directly after this Layton stream. Hip hop yippee! You could have said hip hop hooray. What is wrong with you? Wonder when the frog capella starts. Frog capella. Magnifique! Well, that's all. I'm ready to return to my travels. Good day. And happy travels wherever you go. Oh, that's a cute little animation. I don't remember that one. That's adorable. Very advanced for this type of game. I've never seen anyone as good at getting lost as you. How did you even make it here to begin with? We got a new course for the Tour Core Desert Trek. Toy car, let's do it. I genuinely forget how the car game works, so tap the car to change the car's starting direction. We have to get all the flags. Oh, nyet, I'm lost again, this time in the desert. I've got to get to town to get some agua before I drive like a prune. But how? Oh, beat? Beat? I know that's like a German word, I don't know how to pronounce it. Amigo-kun. Help me. Amigo-kun. Oh. Oh, that's a... wow. Follow the flags to the seaside. I might have to come back to this. Probably gonna come back to that later, not right now. That last one's gotta be Layton, right? Like, there's no way it's not Layton. The silhouette, that is to say. Nope, that's not where I want to go, that's not where I want to go. I will never refer to friends as Amigo-kun. Amigo-kun, we must leave. We must go to this place. Catanova. Flowers like that one are fascinating plants. Puzzles just love to gather around them.
Sounds weird, I know. But if you want to see what I mean, just give it a tap.
Just give it a tap. Oh, okay, he's just here with the puzzles. Okay, that's interesting. I guess that just makes your job easier. Don't be good hanging around a place that's too long. Like this for too long. Alright, Luke, this is our chance. Oh, I'm so nervous. Just relax. We'll stay back here and out of sight. And let Jack Sparrow work his magic. Oh, this post is such a drag. I can't wait to punch out and gather a hot meal. Sounds good, but I wouldn't give for a piping hot meat pie with some mushroom gravy right now. But we better not let Bostro hear us talking food on the job, or whole town all hides. Seems like that brute, all that brute does is watch us to see if we mess up. Talk about a terrible boss. Alright, do your thing, Jack Sparrow. Doing my thing, doing my thing. Psst, Jack Sparrow, you're on! Get lost, you clown! Did you just hear Bostro? Yeah, he told me to get lost. Or was he talking to you? Maybe he meant both of us. I think you're right. Aye, Bostro, you don't have to tell us twice. We'll get lost immediately. Way to go, Jack Sparrow. Score? Excellent. I think we can finally get into Chinatown now. It's all thanks to our pal Jack Sparrow. Get lost, you clown. You can stop saying that now, Jack Sparrow. We did it! I don't think this goes to the other side of the gate. We did it. All done, we did it. There's probably a puzzle here. Drinking some water. Water. What's this device that's stuck to the door? Oh no. That's a puzzle counter. Oh no? Why oh no? These things measure how many puzzles you've solved. This door won't open for anyone who solves fewer than the required number of puzzles. Here, take a look at the display in the front of the machine. It says 50. Hopefully you've got 50 puzzles on your belt. I don't know, but I'm anxious to try the machine. The future's just so full of... It's just full of so many many neat gizmos.
Puzzle count confirmed. Access granted.
Woo! Oh, I'm losing my voice. I'm losing it. I've been talking for too long. I've been doing too many voices. This is not good for when I have to spend another hour talking with my therapist, so, oh boy. Whew. I was worried there for a second, but it looks like we can go through now. Oh, that's concerning. Cutscene time, here we go, it's cutscene time. Welcome to Chinatown, folks.
Just down this road is your future self. Do you find it at all unnerving?
It's quite a peculiar sensation, I must admit. Yes, quite.
I still can't believe there's another Professor Layton running around.
None of those symbols, like hardly any of those symbols actually look like Chinese characters. There's a couple there on some of the smaller signs, the more obscured ones that do have some, but a lot of them are just random scribbles and would not look out of place in an AI representation of trying to render Chinese characters.
I assure you, the man is real. You'll see soon enough.
He's real, and he's not my friend. Chinatown Gate is beautifully, intricate in its construction. You know, for what it's worth, this is not at all like the most racist sounding rendition of a Chinese-inspired area. So there's a lot of different renditions of music in which, like, both Western and Eastern composers that aren't Chinese will make Chinese music. Will attempt to make a piece sound like it's from China, and it will sound incredibly racist, and they'll have the... what's it called? I think they'll have the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, like that part. That is entirely a non-Chinese, melody, a motif that, cropped up from, I think, America? Either, like, America or, like, Germany or something. A Western country that everybody just associates with China, but it's not, from China at all. You have a puzzle, hello. Hello there, is this Chinatown? What a nose you have. Listen to yourself now, man. Like all sentient beings, I exist everywhere and nowhere. Well, that's very nice. Now, if what you really wanted to ask me was where our physical bodies are located, I'll tell you. This is indeed Chinatown. Here you can find exotic goods and rare wonders from all over the world. But these things don't matter to me. Material objects are mere dust flecks on the universe's canvas. Something tells me I asked the wrong person to ask for directions. You've only just started to make your way in the world, young one. For you, many of life's greatest puzzles remain unsolved. For example, this one. Who broke it? I'm not mad. I just want to know. One of these people broke the window. When asked about it, they gave the following statements in order. Starting with A. I didn't do it. A is telling the truth. D is lying. I swear it wasn't me. The person whose story sounds fishy is the culprit. Who is it? Sounds fishy. Well, I mean, things are pointing towards D saying, like, being the liar. Because B is corroborating that, I think that's the right word, that A is telling the truth, that she didn't do it. But C's saying that D's lying. Well, I guess if they gave them in order, then I guess because D didn't say that before C made a statement, then I guess it would be C.
This one's as good as solved.
Okay, cool. Because putting the blame on someone
That's
before
a
they
relief.
speak is highly suspicious. C is indeed the culprit. He said that D was lying before D had even spoken. Clearly something's up with C. Yes, that's it. Seek the answers to your own questions. That is the root of individuality. Only by doing this will you find the true value to be had in the infinite moment we call the present. Thanks for the compliment. I have to go now. Goodbye! I think that woman may be a Buddhist. I'm not quite sure, though. Who are you, good sir? Rudolph. Good day, whippersnappers. Tell me, have you ever stopped to admire this marvelous gate? This magnificent structure was constructed to welcome a lucky spirit into the vicinity. It is a breathtaking art piece, isn't it? Tell me, sir, are you familiar with this part of town? You mean Chinatown? I suppose some might say that I'm familiar with the area. This is just my parrot voice. I am so sorry. When did I drop frames? There weren't a whole lot, but when did that happen? As you might expect from the name, this area has many restaurants and shops selling goods from Asia. One thing most folks don't know is that despite its appearance, the buildings here aren't that old. I've also heard that the family's headquarters are in this area. Whoa there, my friend, keep your voice down. Although that fact might be common knowledge, it's not the kind of thing one talks about in public. I think what the professor wants to know is if you can tell us how to get there. You're a straight shooter, aren't you, boy? I admire that. Tell you what I'm gonna do. If you solve my puzzle, I point out the family's headquarters to you. Which finger? Pull it. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. What is 6? 6? Hello? When counting on his fingers, this eccentric man counts in the order you see in the picture below. When he counts from 1 to 5, he returns to his thumb and continues counting in the same order, starting with 6. If he continues counting this way, which finger will he land on when it gets to 763? Okay. Can you circle anything in the back? I'm just curious. I don't think think it's relevant to the puzzle, but I'm just curious. You can't. Dang. It's basically dealing with multiples of 5. So we break it down to 7. That's not the color I want. We break it down to 760 plus 3. So 760 would be on. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I've covered up how he counts. Okay, 760 plus 3 because he doesn't count normally. So you end up with 760 on this hand, and then it would be 61, 2, 3. It's just that simple, as far as I can tell. Which is why this is a 20 picker-act puzzle.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Yay!
Well, that's settled.
I'm always unsure until the very end if it's right or not. Beep! Wait a minute. A secondary dog? High five! That's right, he'll land on his pinky. No matter how high you count, the finger that corresponds to the one's column never changes. All numbers ending in 3 or 8 end in the pinky. You made short work of that puzzle, so here's your prize. See that tall building? The one in the distance. That's the one. It's called the Towering Pagoda, and it's the family's base of operations. The person in charge of the place is said to be more monster than man, and he wears a hat like yours. But enough of that unpleasant topic. Have an enjoyable stay in Chinatown. Good day. So you have to go that way. However, we are coming up to the 2-hour mark, and as much as I could keep going, I really do have to pee. So we're gonna stop for the day. Let's make sure we take a look at our journal. Boop, boop. I never actually read it, I just make sure that's no longer gives me the notification for that. We're getting there. We are certainly getting there. We have to be towards the latter half of the of the game now. The whole racist, quote-unquote, Chinese-sounding music remind me of developers' notes on the website. Original Animal Crossing. May Imperial KK sound like that on purpose to imply that KK Slider doesn't know that Chinese music doesn't actually sound like that. Yeah, no, I understandable. KK Slider, I guess, puts in the bare minimum of research into his, the majority of his music then, I guess. Presumably he's a Japanese man, and, would probably have, like, accurate, would be able to accurately give you music for, oops, hang on, that's the wrong screen, oops! But, presumably he would give you, accurate, music for, whatchamacallit, for Japan, but, like, not for anything else. So it's based off of most likely stereotypes. But, like, the Western one is definitely very stereotypical. KK Western, that's a pretty stereotypical one. KK Step sounds pretty stereotypical as well, honestly. But that makes sense. It's sad, but makes sense. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. What am I thinking of? Kirby. We'll be playing Kirby again. I'm going to try to play it again either Sunday or Monday. We will see if I decide to stream on Sunday or not. If I decide not to, then we'll do it on Monday afternoon, around the same time frame, if I remember correctly. Yeah, around the same time frame, because that will be between my classes, and I'll be able to stream then. But otherwise, Layton, I try to do it on Friday so that I can do it longer if I need to. But next Friday should be the next Layton stream. And I don't know what we'll do for the rest of the week. I don't know what we'll be doing Wednesday if we're doing a stream Wednesday. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Like, probably just be Mondays Kirby, Fridays Layton, and then Wednesdays if I do stream on Wednesdays. Whatever happens, happens. But yeah. I don't think there's anybody I want to raid per se, because I have to get myself ready for about 25 minutes from now. Is when my therapy appointment is, and I have to get a new tissue box and blow my nose out. Just blow my entire brains out. But yeah, anything else? No, I don't think so. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.